We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Rangers Radio for this pre-match show. Hearts versus Rangers, 5th round of the Scottish Cup, or 6th round of the Scottish Cup, I can't remember. Join myself, Oxford on apparel, is Bridgeman and JFK. Afternoon, boys.
Afternoon, Ox here. Afternoon, Bridgeman.
Well, can I say a big good afternoon? Big good afternoon to you guys. Huge good afternoon to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio.
JFK, I believe you get the team with one major talking point. Just give us a team and the substitutes.
Right, team for today's game via Hearts, the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup, is as follows. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Edmondson, Barisic, Jack, Davis, Arfield, Aribo, Kent and Stewart. Substitutes, Fodringham, Halliday, Katic, Kamara, Ojo, Hadji and Defoe.
Okay, I don't think there'll be any talking about the goalkeeper. I don't think there'll be any talking about the defence. I don't think there'll be any talking about the midfield. Mr. Bridge, the forward line and the substitutes.
Well, what can you say about it? The mystery, of course, is what's happened to Alfie. Now, people will say, well, he should have nipped that in the bud, or it should have come out with some sort of wee story to say Alfredo's injured or whatever, whatever the truth is. But he's leaving it all late, so that may just want the rumour mongers to keep going and do what they want to do and just tell him nothing, which may be a good way for him, But for us fans who are desperately keen to know, it's a bit difficult. But yeah, the teams, but I don't think any of us would have picked this team in the manner it is. But Stewart's in instead of Morelos. Oh, to me, that's all it is. I think they've kept Aribo in, haven't they? So young Hadji is on the bench. Maybe well deserved as well.
I think a few's predicted that.
I'm saying that, yeah.
There might be a non-story with the Alfie thing, mate. He might have got up this morning with a call. Do you know what I mean?
It could be as simple as that.
And let's just wait and see and no speculate. But it's a big talking point, certainly. JFK.
Aye, I mean, we all saw and heard the gaffer's presser yesterday. Look, if there was any doubt yesterday about Alfredo no playing, he's not going to tell anybody. That's his prerogative to keep that quiet. So he's not going to try and get anybody the upper hand. So we'll just need to wait and see, because obviously the question will be asked sooner rather than later before the day's end. But it's a team I'd have picked, the team I did pick, albeit Alfredo's no there. I'd arrested Hadji the day and put Aribo in, so I'm happy Aribo's in. We just need to wait and see, Ox here. Stewart's a decent replacement, but it's just a bit sad that Kambari's cup tied, because he'd have been an automatic replacement. But we can all speculate, as a Bridgeman says. So we'll obviously talk about the game and
it's
how
funny
we think
that
it'll go forward.
A few weeks ago, I don't think anybody would have had Kambari in front of Stewart in their squad.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good point there, Go on, Jimmy, sorry.
No, you're right there, Nate. I mean, I think it was Poor Bear who actually threw the Kambari man in a few weeks ago when we were all talking about bringing in a third striker, and Nene's, apart from him, had mentioned it. But yeah, you're right. Nene's thought that somebody like Kambari would come in and be, talking about him playing bit in front of Stewart. So this is a chance for Stewart to grab the shirt as it stands at the moment. We've got Defoe on the bench as a sub. Interesting times ahead, mate. Let's hope it's nothing untoward. Just let's hope it's maybe a stubbed toe or a wee cold or something, or
Well, we'll see, mate. We'll see.
Yeah.
Players come and go all the time, mate. Players come and go all the time.
Of course they do. Of course.
So, but as I say, it might be nothing. It might be a big story. It might be nothing. But if people want to join us and gain their thoughts and their predictions, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972. Sorry, couldn't get it out of there.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought into the call by Technical Terry, who's beavering away in the background. Midfield defence, I don't think anybody's surprised. I think now we'll maybe go to the stage of the season where there'll be no rotation unless it's a necessity, JFK.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that team there, Oxshare, is a team I think 99.9% is picked. Obviously, Nene saw the Stewart one coming, but the gaffer, as we know, is throwing a hangme. I'm pleased that he's no taking young George Edmondson out the equation. He's kept him in there, and I'm pleased about that. So the back four takes care of itself, and if Katic can please sell back into that, fair well and good. We know we're not going to see Hollander probably next season, so it's between Katic and Edmondson who fills that shirt, mate.
Aye, it's obviously Katic had it. He had a bit of a nightmare, and Edmondson's a man in possession, Bridge.
Yeah, and I think most folk were quite happy with his performance the other night, and the manager's looking for his steadiness and consistency, and he seems to have found something there. Let's get this a couple of games, I would suggest, and see how he gets on. Today's going to be a real challenge for him, because Hearts will be in our face, as we know. Well, based on the way they played us the last time, they'll be in our face a lot, and these lovely high balls that people like to put out and get the defence turning. So they need to be on the boil. They need to be on the boil for that one, for sure.
Did any of you see the quirky story that came out of Tynecastle?
No, mate, I've been busy today, mate.
Right, well, the Stendo, you know how he's kind of an eccentric manager. Yesterday at the Orion, they call it, or whatever, they were training and he had them running about. Now, get your incontinent pants on now. He had them running about the park with ropes tied around their waist. This is true. And they all had ski masks on.
The ski masks? I should see the ropes. Ropes isn't new, mate.
No, I know the ropes isn't new. Arsenal done it. And I think...
Keep your shape and you pull people.
Keep your shape. But he also added into the equation ski masks.
Right, okay,
and
mate.
Orientation,
a jeweller's.
And what it was, Bridgeman, is that he says that it will improve their peripheral vision. So we're putting the ropes there, which clubs have done in the past. He's now added into the equation the ski masks. Interesting. Now, I want to know if the SF will allow them to come out with that today. If no, I'll put an appeal in.
What's your appeal for? Sorry, what's the appeal for?
Oh, you think I come onto the pitch with the ski mask on?
Oh, right, I get what you do. Well done, Jimmy. That's quite good, that one.
That was so for you.
That's his training method yesterday. I was reading about it today. So, as Bridgeman says, they'll be up for it, obviously. I mean, they're the only team... No, we're the only team that they've beat since the new manager took here. So, the team today has got to get that out of their head about what happened at Tynecastle. Think about what happened in Braga during the week. It's basically the same team, so go and perform the way that we all know that they can, and that's all we can ask for them. You
know, Jimmy and Oxia, my feelings are that Rangers are on such a, shall we say, they're on such a high, or they should be on such a high after that game, and invariably, in my opinion, we should never worry about who we play against and how they play. We should be able to take anything. Sometimes they're going to beat you, and sometimes they're not. But my goodness gracious, there's this Hearts team. We're starting to get worried about them by the sound of it. They really are.
All right, we'll be enjoying a caller, afternoon caller.
Hi, bud, it's Andy.
How are we doing?
Hi, Andy.
Not too bad. You's all right, aye?
Yeah, fine.
Team, mate?
I'm just thinking there with the team, you know, that might just throw in the fact that Morales is not playing. You know, because if they're expecting to go in and beast him like they usually do, you might be just a little different. Little Stuart might just throw them out a wee bit there, eh?
I think it threw us out a wee bit.
It certainly threw me out. I had to listen twice there. You know, I usually get the team up just before, like, but I don't think there's anything in it.
And the JFK's raging. He wants to know what's the matter. What's going on?
He thinks Stevie Gerrard should come right on the Rangers radio and tell us.
Well, look,
how dare he?
You know, and a lot of people mean. Well, I mean, a lot of people have been saying to me on Facebook that, you know, why do I want Alfredo dropped? And, do you know, I did want him dropped today. I just think that, you know, he's right off the boil. He doesn't look fit. He looks heavy. He looks leggy. So try somebody else. But obviously I was thinking he's got to play today because we don't have any other strikers. But I am shocked that he's put Stewart in there and he's no got Alfredo on the bench. So that tells me that a player like Defoe, who's just come back from injury, is actually putting in front of Alfredo. So it's either one or two things. He's picked up an injury or it's something else. Which
right.
So what is it then?
What is it?
You're saying it's either this or that.
Well, I think it's to that.
Right.
What's your reasoning for that, Jimmy?
Look, there's been a lot of stories going about that there's been a big fallout, and I've heard stories from different sources that the actual team aren't happy the way that they've been treated when they feel that Morelos has been the teacher's pet and he's been getting away with a lot of things. That might be just rubbish talk, mate, but we all hear different stories from different sources, from people we know. But it'll all come out, we'll find out, and let's hope it's a stub toe, because we don't want any unrest. Maybe he's got a slight injury or whatever, or the gaffer will tell us, but we don't want any unrest in the camp. That's the last thing we need. We need to be together. We're together, so we need to make sure that the team stay like that. So,
we'll see. I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash.
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see if it is that fairy, though, if this team settles down, if they're thinking on that way about Morales, if they just suddenly start taking off. It would be interesting to see, wouldn't it, if, the dip in form, if it is the case, and then they suddenly started taking off and playing for a spell, you would
remember a lot of the games, like, I don't think he was he playing the last game at Tynecastle? Or was he still suspended?
No, I think he was suspended, pal.
Was suspended,
yeah.
But we'll see. It'll all come out in the wash, and there's nothing we can do about it. We've just got to focus on our 11 starting players, Andy.
Oh, definitely. Just look, as I said the other night there, just get whatever they gear them at straight back and mere. We can take these. There's no point, as we said, getting a result like that. Because the one we're really going to win something was going to be the Scottish Cup in my eyes. Hopefully they're going to blob in the league. Can't see it, but you never know. And we've got to win this cup. And I don't. If we get through the semi-finals, I'm not bothered who we draw in that, because we've just got to get there and win it. Get that winning feeling. Once we get the winning feeling, it'll change. I'm convinced of that. They've just got to get that winning mentality. We've just not got that at the minute. We can play on our day. I think we can play. I think we can beat anybody on our day. It's just getting that winning feeling and that mentality where we're all playing for each other, play for that crowd, we're all pulled together and bang, we're away. Once we get one, honestly, believe me, they'll come. They'll come in the droves then. They'll start winning.
Well, let's hope so. I must admit though, guys, I'm intrigued with the way that JFK described that a lot of some players were thinking Morelos was a teacher's pet type thing and always going to get played. And that two teacher's pet then, because a lot of folk thought that Big Golson was a teacher's pet. I think McGregor's a teacher's pet. Oh my goodness!
To carry on what I'd been told is that it's not so much. It's so much more to do with the fact is that his disciplinary record we know is bad, right? And it's the feel of the management team aren't dealing with it well. They're like making excuses for him, and they're no. And they're not being hard on him, dropping him or punishing him in some way. I know we don't know if he's been fined internally, but that's up to Rangers. But let's hope these stories are just that rubbish stories.
But some of them that might be moaning about that should be looking at their own performances.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
of course, I understand that, but we'll all be speculating.
Pure speculation, right? That's the last. If you mention Morelos again, you'll get the magic finger. Because he's not playing. That right, Andy? Andy, he's not playing. Greg Stewart centre forward or Aribo? What do you think?
Say that again, Paul.
Greg Stewart centre forward, or you could see Aribo in there with Greg and Kent's running off Aribo. Who can play there? I think
they could shock it by that way, but Stewart. I look at Stewart as a ghoster, that runs in between along the line, and you just don't pick him up. So. Yeah, Rebo and letting Stewart run behind him, I kind of like that one. I never kind of thought about it that way, pal. That could be, again, it could throw them out. I mean, we've got to get these today. I think we're going to win. I've put a line on them. I'm not going to tell you what score I'm going with, but I've got a line on there, so I'm just hoping it's going to come in. We've got to get him. We're not going to go there, surely.
Hold on, Andy. You can't come in here and tell us you put a line on it and then
no
tell us the
what it
score.
is.
You
I
got to
might
tell
tell
us
you
what it
later
is.
on when you ask. I might tell you later on.
Oh, come on.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
All right, then, okay.
JFK, just to let you know, there's been an urgent recall of Revels.
Revels! You've lost me there.
I know you like the ones. I know you like the wee chocolate buttons in them. Counters. So
You've
there's
lost
been
me,
an
pal.
urgent recall, so you watch what you're doing. They might have pieces of metal in them.
Oh, the chocolates. Oh, I
Aye.
didn't even know what Revels are that you said there.
You like them, the coffee cream, the orange cream.
Aye, right.
Oh, you're telling us stuff about JFK here.
Oh, he's got a sweet tooth, mate. He's got a
Oh,
sweet
have I?
Get this written down.
You've lost me. It's went whoosh. It's just no. I can have confirmation that Greg Stewart is playing as the striker.
Yeah.
Arebo's on the right and Kid not.
You've got confirmation of that.
I've got it here. I've got it, and
Okay.
it says it's showing you here the lineups and how they're playing.
Ah, but that means nothing, doesn't it?
Yeah. I know.
That's what I would
Maybe-
expect. I think
Maybe
Jimmy,
the Revels have went to my head.
Yeah. I think Stuart will be the striker, and everybody's going to try and get him. Because as long as you get him some nice passes to his feet, he's very, very good and very clever in tight situations. Very clever.
So we could have. Did we play this Wednesday again? Didn't we have lost the plot? But
Yeah.
if the four was to start on Wednesday, we could end up with 4 different strikers leading the line in 4 different games.
Aye.
Wow, amazing, isn't it? Just amazing.
But look, we have to get the ball there, so we have to keep it cool, which we haven't done at Tynecastle. Defend, getting Tappy in the midfield bridge, because that last game we were atrocious in there.
We need to. Our midfield need to do what they're supposed to do. They need to be on the game, on their game, should I say, and be in control of the game. And that's where we're needing Ryan Jack to do a lot more work, because he was injured the last time, wasn't he, Ryan Jack? Or he got injured, something like that. It's, as far as I'm concerned, we need to go out there and boss the midfield. Just boss it. Take no prisoners. Get in there.
They've got to sort that Nasham out as well, because that's how we saw him. Get him sorted. Get him drilled straight away, him. Because, I mean, he was like 3 man. He was running about there all over the place the last time. I mean, that's what got me, man. Nobody filled him in.
But too right sometimes as a team, Mandy.
Well,
we do let teams play, and I mean that. We do let teams play, yeah.
Yeah, but we shouldn't do.
There's times where we've got to do the dirty side there again.
And we don't do enough of that, and that's the reason that we've got ourselves in this position. Like I said, we play. If the team wants to play against us, right? 9 times out of 10, we're going to do them, aren't we? Let's be honest. But we've got to learn the ugly side, and we've got to say, right, if that's what you're going to do with us, you're getting it back, and then we'll see how it comes out at the end. That's all they've got to do. And if they do that, they'll be all right today. Because they're going to do that to us. There's no danger on that.
But here you go. I mean, there's Hearts team, the way they're going to set out. They're set out to play a 4-4-1-1, and right.
Well, that's what you would expect that, Jimmy, wouldn't you?
Naismith just behind Connor Watch. Of course, but that's terrible for a team that's playing at home. It's not as if it's points, you know what I mean? It's
a straight knockout, isn't it?
Straight knock.
Well, it's their style of play.
And, so you're thinking, it's disgusting. But anyway, we can play it to our strengths, and we can take a couple off them, I'm hoping, anyway.
But remember the way they play, and they push that long, high ball. Not a driven high ball, but a long high ball up, and you're waiting for it to come down. And while you're waiting for it to come down, their forwards are on top of you, and if the ball breaks, either from you or them, their four midfielders can step right in there and pick it up. Because our midfield gets kind of lost up and all that, We need to get tore in today. Get tore in.
Tore in. Mollocate them.
Mollocate them, aye. I love that word, by the way. I love that word.
Not by 1-0, though, because that'll boom my better.
Andy, hold on. Are you giving us a clue?
Well, he's telling us it's no 1-0.
It's more than 3. It's more than 3.
Right, okay,
you
then.
went for a Mac. You went for Rangers to win 4-0.
I've gone for 4 and 5.
I have to say, Andy, I can only wish that Rangers and hope that Rangers win by these numbers. my heart and my head that says, no, don't go that far. You'll jinx them. So I go for a 1-0. That's the safest one for me because I want to win and I don't want to lose a goal,
No, I just think we need to pay them back, and I'm just hoping that they're all on the straps after that result there on Wednesday night and just get out there and give them one hell of a doing the other day. That's all I'm looking for. And I think we can. If we've got our attitude right, we're going to do these. Because we're not going to let this happen again. We've got to sort them out.
Aye.
Ox here, the way I look at it anyway, I know we like to clear the ball or just clear the ball as much as possible, clear your lines. But really and truly, I don't want them to give. I don't want Rangers to give sort of throw-ins or free kicks away around about the edges of the penalty box. I don't want that at all. As far as I'm concerned, we get the ball into their half. If we're clearing it, clear it up the way. Gives the guys a chance to reset. Is it they call it reset? Is that what they call it now? We can all reset. I'm trying to keep up with things,
Oh, you've been putting your homework in, haven't you? I'm pretty impressed at that, with you.
Oh, thanks, pal.
I think that the trouble with Tynecastle JFK is the midfield can get cut out of the game, innit? Because, I mean, look, if I was Hearts, and I think your best thing is to get the ball up the park early and just put up the park high and thing, and I think that's my best chance to get a result. I'm going to do it.
I would think so. It's a tight park, and inevitably always what happens is the midfield kind of gets lost, and combat that, because if they do set up a 4-4-1, what you said is right. What Andy said is, I mean, that they'll punt big high balls up. They'll try and let Naismith control it with Connor Washington, and then the cavalry drive, and that'll blitz your midfield. So we need to be strong in there. It's a tight park, so they'll need to be up for a fight today.
Well, two talismen are playing today, Andy. The two fullbacks. And when they seem to play, we don't seem to lose, mate.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I mean, I just like to see Tav just calm down a wee bit. When he's getting the chances where he was busting them a couple of years ago, he's not doing that now. See that like on Wednesday night? He wants to take the penalties back, because obviously that's not working. He should have picked that up on Wednesday night and said, right, I used to take these. I've got a good record. I'm going to take this. And we get one today. I think he should say, right, time to get it back there and get it sorted.
You're putting a lot of trust in Tavernier.
Well, I don't. If I got into what I feel about him, we be going the other way. But I mean, he's a club captain, whether we like it or not, and he has to lead by example. And get his act together, get some of them crosses in. He didn't do too bad the other night. And maybe a penalty or one of the free kicks he used to score,
that'd be nice.
Set him off, might get him, settle him down and let him go, and be the captain that we all want him to be as Rangers fans,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Personally, and I know a load of guys who are asked at Ibrox, they're no keen in giving Tavernier the any free kicks even, because they think he's really off form. Shall we say, his judgment on free kicks, even some of his crosses, are way too long.
That's strange you say that, because that is something you can practice in at a deed ball.
Yes.
I mean, that first season, he was, let's just say, he was above average, and he's got worse at it, no better, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he won against St Johnstone, didn't he? Where he was in a good position. He'd have buried it 2 years ago, and I don't know what's up with him in front of goals. He just seems to shank it all the time, But he'll come. If he gets one goal, he might just change again,
I dare say it's that. I was reading an interesting thing about penalty kicks the other day, and it was Chris Boyd, and he said at his time at Ibrox and then the other clubs, they'd actually like penalty kick competitions in training. Just for a bit of fun and that. And what he said is, once we'd decided who was taking the kicks for that particular game or even for that particular season, he says in his own instance, he says, I used to stay behind with the goalkeeper, and he says I'd maybe take about 60, 70 penalty kicks, try all different ways and a shooting. He says, but inevitably, the way I used to like is just, as we all know, is a blast it down the middle. He says, so Rangers should get that together. And he said, I don't see it wrong with Tavernier stepping up to the mark. He is a Rangers captain, and he's got. I know if he's got to follow by example. So I mean, I'd give the ball to Tavernier again. End of story.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys think like that. A lot of guys think like that.
I just give him look. He's the captain. Back him up. If he misses, he misses. Right, but he'll still be taking the next one. None of this chopping and changing players. I've not seen anybody fighting for it to take the penalty kick. But we're all hoping that Hadji would put the ball in the net. But it was a good save, but I thought he made it easy for the goalkeeper, the height of it. But Tavernier should be back on pens as far as I'm concerned. End of.
Jimmy, it actually shows as well, doesn't it, that he's prepared to stand up as the captain of Rangers and take responsibility. He'll come up in a lot of Rangers fans' eyes. You're never going to score it all the time. He's missed a couple. He's scored so many before it. So why just say after a couple? We all have bad times, don't we? But just keep working at it, and then it comes back. And then once he gets it back, gets to feel, oh, great. 0-0. I've got the vital goal here. We're out, and I'm club captain, so I've stood up for the fans. I've stood up for the team, and off he goes again. That's all he's got to do. Try.
Andy, can I just say, sometimes it works like that. I must admit it does. So hats off to you when saying these things. But they're magic when you're winning 3-4-0, and somebody gets a penalty and they don't score. It's when you're still 0-0, and it's getting to the near the end of the game, and you get a penalty and you can't put it away. The pressure just gets enormous, not just from the fans, but from your teammates, even from your family, because they want you to do it, but sometimes that can actually break you. Missing penalties, And all I mean is that if Tabs he scored 12 penalties or something like that in one season for us, fantastic. Every time he touched the ball was in the net, loved it, brilliant. But somehow or other, that's all drifted away from him, and that type of confidence needs to be rebuilt again. I don't know whether Rangers can rebuild it during a game, but I agree with what we're saying there. Let's hang back, do the business, get there, and Chris Boyd says, get some extra training, do the extra work, and get it done. Because that's the only way you're going to do it, is to get the time to do it.
Here's a wee bit of trivia for you, JFK. How many games have we played on this day?
On this day?
Aye.
I don't understand the question.
How many games have we played on this day?
Oh, aye, the leap year day?
Aye.
I don't know, mate.
2.
6.
6.
6.
There you go.
Yeah, I would never have got that.
Oh, just a load of rubbish, but I just thought I'd ask you.
I'll just store that in my Rangers history, that, like.
Oh. Well, that just went into my head and went out the other bit there.
I think you're better with that. We've only lost one.
JFK, you're a shocker, by the way. You're a shocker, man.
He's acting up. His missus isn't here, and he's acting up. He's getting on. He's in charge of the house.
Just get a
so what do you think, boys? Do you think we're going to win this game? Like
2-0 for me.
Bit of breaking news, guys. It appears that Alfredo Morelos has asked the club permission to return immediately to Colombia, as his mum has taken.
There you
go.
That's probably what it is. Family problem. Right. So that's what we said right away.
Yeah,
there could be something with the family. So
I said no, we don't believe all the stories.
He could have stubbed his toe when he was on the phone.
He could have stubbed his toe. Of course he could. But that's a story that's going about the now that he's actually his mum is taken unwell. So we'll just.
Is that just a story, or is it?
No. It's actually flying about Facebook. Seemingly that 4 lads have got it. Rangers on tour.
The person you're calling,
Alan Herod.
So.
Nope, we've got a call.
Is on another line.
Just leave your message after the tone.
And when you're done, press hash or just hang up.
Nope. I hope he said press. Did he say press hash there? So we'll see. Look, it'll all come out in the wash, JFK.
Yeah.
It'll all come out in the wash. If it is true, I hope that Alfie's ma's all right. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, your caller in.
All right, I think it's Harry.
Yep.
No,
Prince Harry. Prince Harry.
You just call him Harry now.
All right, okay. Yeah. Harry.
He's no here.
Call me Harry. What do you mean, Harry?
The person you're calling.
Your name might His name Mike Yarwood, is he?
Oh,
No. No.
Hey, listen, your show on Thursday night, man. I couldn't get off. Oh, I tell you, my balls were on the floor. You had me in stitches, you lot there, I tell you.
Brilliant,
What
isn't it?
show that was on Thursday night. Absolutely brilliant, that was.
You ought to see the script we wrote all that out before the show.
I think it went out of the window after 2 minutes, didn't it?
All Bear come on and changed it.
Jimmy's good, isn't he? Jimmy last night, he's good, isn't he? Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
mate.
brilliant. Yeah.
He's,
The one that won it for me was Stingray for Jim for Paisley. He's really a barrel of laughs.
No, the best one
right,
you had.
Jim's
The best
double
one you had was the other week there when he says to that guy, "How long have you been listening to the show?" And he said, 2 hours.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, how we doing, caller? Is that Harry?
This is Harry. It is indeed. I'm sorry about that. I've got a bit of a communications problem here.
Any bother, mate. Give us your point.
The point I was trying to make is that I've recently moved house and I couldn't phone you before this,
Right.
unfortunately, because of the communications problems we're having. But it was just to say how much I thoroughly enjoyed the McMurdo show.
All right. Thanks very much, mate. It was,
I know that's kind of just a wee bit off.
No, he was a great guest, mate, and obviously he gave us a real insight.
I just thought, I mean, I must say that's probably the best bit of radio journalism that I've actually heard in many, many years. Very relaxed.
If my English teacher...
Harry, you'll need to phone me and tell me your second name isn't really Alan, is it? Because I think there's something happening
Harry.
here.
No, my name's
Harry, hold on, Harry.
I'm actually Harry Allen.
Harry Allen, listen, Oxford is going to keep you on for an hour. That's the best compliments he's ever had on this radio station.
If my English teacher...
Okay, but I mean, look, I'm well known for phoning in and telling folk lies. I wouldn't get too excited about that. No, it was just that I must admit. I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. I really did, and I could have. The time went past in a flash. Very, very interesting, very informative, very relaxed. Just a great program. However, marching swiftly on to today's events.
Yep.
It'd be lovely to get a cracking result against the Jambos. We deserve it. We've been very, very nervy recently, and with any luck, with the results we've had recently, we'll have settled down a wee bit and be going for it. And I'm looking forward to the game.
If Thursday night can he drive his own, Harry? I don't know what result is, because that was a magnificent result and performance.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And I'm one of these folk that I like to be really positive about stuff and try and find as much positive to say about things as I can. Negativity can't carry you through. But anybody that says anything else, I mean, we beat these guys home and away. They had a phenomenal previous record. They're doing great things in their league just now. And everywhere I'm looking, everybody's saying, "Oh, this is going to be a disaster at Leverkusen." That's almost like saying, "Look, guys, I'm not interested in the Titanic. We know what happens at the end of the Titanic, but we've still got games to play. We've still got games to win. So let's talk about the positive and let's see how much we're going to win these games by."
All right, can I just cut across you? It's
of course you can.
It's broken Premier Sports. They're saying that Morales was back in Colombia and possibly for his mother not being well when he come back 24 hours late, so he's therefore out the squad. But we've also been joined by Damarnock in. Afternoon, Damarnock.
Yeah, afternoon, Damarnock. How's it going, buddy?
Afternoon, lads.
Nice to hear you.
Gerald's still on the now. Basically, he said Morelos came back 24 hours late on Thursday night and he wasn't involved in any training, so he just wanted to involve people that's done a full training. So he's in the country, which is good. So, and it's a family issue. He never mentioned his mother. He just said family issue. So hopefully Stuart can come in.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Hopefully it's no story. One of these things happen, mate. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. It's life, isn't it?
Aye. You've got family first, mate. Family first.
Of course, aye. Yep.
I'll get my Uncle Harry on the phone this now here.
You like that's shocking, by the way. That's shocking.
Oh dear. I agree with what you were saying about Tav getting back on the penalties. But I'll say one thing. I think Gerrard needs to bring in a captain, because no taking that penalty at that cup final was just criminal in my mind for any captain of Rangers.
Yeah.
Do you think Richard Gough would have took it?
Is he a penalty taker?
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just asking you a question. Do you think he'd have took it?
I think Graham Souness would have took it.
Souness, take a penalty for us.
In a high pressure game.
I thought it was me that was telling the jokes.
I remember Souness taking a penalty for us.
I'd say it's a bit bottle, you know what I mean? And I think Tav's bottle went.
John Gregg take many penalties?
No.
Couldn't say.
Not many at all.
Scored a lot of goals, John Gregg, over 100.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Some player, Big John, eh?
I mean, it's all about bottle. Kilmarnock's right.
I think the thing about it is, Kilmarnock, I think the point is he had a chance because they were on the ropes that day, as you know, yeah?
Yep.
And he went up, when Alfie went up to take it, because of the game he was having, everybody's hearts were in his mouth. Alfie wanted to take it because he was playing well, but he wasn't doing well in front of goal. Tab puts it in the goal when Alfie goes and gets the winner. It's a perfect storm for us that day.
Yeah.
Poor old Alfie. Alfie's going to get absolutely murdered by our press for no coming to Ibrox in time for the game. Yeah, you know what our press is like. That'll be the headlines, no matter what. Alfredo Morelos misses training, dropped by manager.
I'd also like to see Stuart take him, because he's skillful, Kent or Barisic. But we don't know what they do in training, if they do penalty. I remember we used to do training, we do an exercise that everybody takes a penalty and you have the last man standing, the one that doesn't miss it.
You know, Don, man, that's a really good shout. I like that boy Stuart. I think he's a smashing player and he knows where the goal is. Yeah. And he might be right there, you know. Might be right. In fact, somebody mentioned, what do you call him, Barisic for penalties as well the other night. I thought that's not a bad shout too.
I'll tell you now, if he's on the pitch, the wee man Hadji will walk up and take the next one.
Well, I don't doubt it.
He's got some confidence, that boy. Yeah, Harry?
I think you're right. And I'd also, it's interesting to say about Barisic, because really with a penalty, it's about being on target and putting your laces right through that ball. It's all about power. And even if somebody gets their fingertips to it, you're going straight through it if you can. So really that's what you're looking for, is somebody, you know, you're talking about bottle. That's what it really takes, is the bottle to go up there and actually just plain ordinary go for it. I mean, we've been very, very fortunate in so much as in that last game to miss a penalty like that and go in and be thinking, well, in these European games you didn't get that many chances, and suddenly we're getting all these chances and missing them and still dig out that second half. That was a brilliant result. Absolutely outstanding. And we're talking about penalty takers because we'd love to have had the extra goals that we've missed, I suppose, but that's life. And so far, we haven't got a reliable penalty taker.
I think the point
take that one in the chin.
I think the point that Kilmarnock's making is not so much just the penalties, but he's talking about all-round leadership. Is that fair, Kilmarnock?
Aye, definitely, aye. Yep. As I say, I'd like to think Gerrard's next signing's a captain.
Interesting. Well, he says he's going to let himself take the penalties. Did you see that?
That's not the worst suggestion I've heard.
No. How's the game going for you, Kilmarnock, then, Harry?
I actually thought Morelos would have, if he was playing, he'd have probably got a couple of goals and got his confidence back. I just hope that Stuart turns up, and as I say, we've all made him a better player by no playing. He's not had much game time, but a full game will do Stuart well, I think. So I'm hoping 3 goals in a game and the Rangers win, at least.
Yeah. And what about you, Harry? How's it going for you, mate?
Well, I'd like to see us humiliating them. We didn't do ourselves any favours. They're the bottom team. They're no a form team by any manner of means. We're on form, and I'd like to see us settle ourselves down with a really nice, substantial win. Go in at half-time, couple of goals in the bag, and stroll it through the second half and win another couple of goals in the second half. And I'm not caring if they score 1 or 2, that doesn't matter, but I'd like to see us scoring 4.
Is 5-0 humiliation?
I hope it is
I
for
would take
me.
a 5. I would take a 5. I would take a 5-0.
Well, if that's 5-0, you get in a taxi and I'll meet you at Leeds.
Aye, no problem. I'll come up and get you.
We're all out. Everybody's out. 5-0 comes up. That right, JFK?
I can't see
Climbing on the
5-0.
ceiling, I'll tell you.
I can't-
5-0. Oh, man.
I can't see 5-0. I'm
No, I can't see 5.
yeah. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you an out there score. I'm going to say 3-2 to us.
3-2. Can I go for 1-0?
Oh, I've
No.
got you doing as 1-0 before the day started.
Well, I think 1-0.
Well, Fum, you didn't.
To me, it'll probably be a very, very easy score to get for Rangers. We need to hang on to it. That's all. Sorry, pal.
Well, what I'm looking for is 4 goals. 4 goals for us, and I'm not caring if they score goals or not.
Oh,
Doesn't
right.
matter.
Right, that's the bet then. So it's 4-0 he's got. There you go.
Oh, that's Harry. It's Andy that's get the bet.
Yeah, I've got 4-0
There you are.
and 5-0.
Okay.
And I'll set it
4-0
with 1
and 5-0.
goal.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've sort of set it at 1 goal for them on each of them. Like, you know, I mean, probably a few quid here and there, like, but you know, we'll see what happens there. You know,
We're going to. That's going to be a regular feature on a Friday night. We're going to get Jim Paisley and Guinness his bet.
I'll see if I can match it.
Jim's bets.
Jim's bets.
I think the day
Well,
the night,
if his bets are anything like my bets, you'll be phoning the Samaritans quite a lot.
Absolutely true as well, isn't it?
I think today we need to win a one-to-one battles. We done that brilliantly last week against that mob, and just winning their individual battles. And I think we need that today because that's where we lost it at Tynecastle the last time.
You know, if we play like we did at St Johnstone and we defend properly, we'll win easy.
Yep.
It's a good point, Val. Good point, yeah.
You know? Because if you look back at that game, when they did go up the park for that second goal, they were on their knees. They'd done that much chasing that second half. We were working them all out of the park, making openings and playing decent stuff. But we forgot about that because we lost that second goal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Again,
lads, we've reached that time of the afternoon. We're going to go and get ready for the match. Can I thank each and every one of you for phoning in, especially Harry, who'll be up for call of the season.
I told you, Harry. I told you.
Aye. It's okay. Small bribes are acceptable.
No, whatever, it's in the post, Harry. Thanks for everybody for phoning in. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, hopefully celebrating the Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Every other saint of dismal off day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Paisley Road, me and my wee pal Jock. We love to see the lasses with their blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. See the
No, they're saying, well, Delmar